Today for this or that, we're looking at car haulers. On my left here, we have a Trac steel-decked 20-foot car hauler. On my right, we have an aluminum Legend Premium Trailers tilting deck car hauler. Now that we got the trailers introduced, let's start going over some of the differences between the two. Obviously, you know, they're completely different here. So let's just start going over what makes them each individually unique. So we're gonna start over here on the aluminum side. Starting with the aluminum, it's got built-in recessed D-rings that pivot. They spin so they can fit any angle, anything that you might need when you're loading it. If we walk over here to the steel side, to the Trac, also has built-in D-rings. A little bit less. They're welded on, they're good, they're strong, but they don't pivot, they're not recessed. They are off to the side out of the way. They're not gonna be any issue with you loading them. Nice feature to have, but not as fancy as the aluminum. So the next feature as we kind of walk down these trailers, this is really a really good thing that I like to have is if you've ever loaded a car on these trailers or something wide, you know that the door gets in the way. You want to hit something. So something really cool that both trailers have is removable fenders. And what I really like about the Trac trailer and their removable fenders is these can be done by hand. It's a simple pin, pull a pin, spin the knob off, unscrew the knob, just a simple knob like this, and then off comes the fender. Fender's out of the way. Now you can open your door, get out of your car without having to drive it up on blocks or do some of the pain in the butt things that people have had to do. If we come over to the Legend trailer and take a look at that, neat difference here, Legend offers removable fenders on both sides of the trailer. So you can have passenger side if you need be, as to where the steel Trac only has removable fenders on the driver's side. I will say, the one downside to the Legend is they don't have the quick remove feature. They're held in with just a bolt. So if you got a wrench or a ratchet around, you can get these out really quickly, but you do need tools if you want them securely fastened. So you take the two bolts out, set your stuff to the side, and comes off just as easy. Maybe. Comes off just as easy. The next features that we want to talk about, or just something I want to bring some awareness to, got a really good opportunity with the tilt deck to be able to see under the hood per se. Take a look at how the things are built. So if you notice, I'm going to draw attention to just the difference. The steel trailer is a simple A-frame trailer. You have your A-frame beam pulled back. But if you take a look at the aluminum trailer, you have your A-frame coming out, but you also have this massive tongue that comes all the way through. And the cool part about this isn't just stopping right here. This is a big part of the structural integrity of the trailer. If you look at it, it runs all the way back down in there. It runs a good 3 or 4 feet back past, and so it's a structural part of the trailer. And now I know that some of you might be looking, well, they're two different types of trailers. You know, the tilt's just built differently. That's not true. With the Legend, you are really getting the premium trailer. It is built well. We have a non-tilt deck one up there that actually has a beefier tongue on it than this one. So take a look at that. Okay, now let's talk loading options. One of the big differences is the loading with ramps versus tilt deck. So we'll start with the tilt deck here on the aluminum. It's really simple. Just pull the pin, release the lever, undo your safety valve, and then it comes back as it's coming down. A little bit easier when you're hooked to the truck. Right now, without any weight on the tongue, it takes a little bit longer to get it to come down. Trailer's so light I can pick it up just by standing on it. But as you can see, tilt deck. So now you have a good approach to load up. As you can tell, loading was super easy. With removable fenders, you can get out. will say this is about the lowest car that you're going to want to try to get on this thing. If you have a super low car, you're going to have to come up with some accessory ramps or some boards or something to get it on there. But as you see, one person loading, you're not having to worry about having multiple people spot you. You just drive forward till it sets down and you're good to go. So super easy. Love this trailer. So now that it's up, you just come up, lock her in place, lock it in place, shut your valve off, you're good to go. She's loaded. Now it's time to strap her down. All right, so now we're getting down to the last part. I know this is the part that everybody's been waiting for, and we got to talk about price, right? So obviously this Legend here, this is a premium trailer. You got all aluminum, you got the fancy D-rings, you got all the upgrades on it, both side removable fenders. It's a tilting deck, all aluminum floor. It's got all of them. So this guy tops out at just a little bit over $11,500. You can check out the link on the website to get the exact pricing. Now, if we compare that to the Trac, the steel one, that one still has a lot of options. She's a Pintier, but there's a noticeable price difference. That one is just a hair over $7,000. Again, you can find that one on our website as well, and so you can see how the two stack up. And so, in summary, if it were me, it really depends on how much I'm going to use it, what my budget looks like. To say this or that. I can tell you personally, loading the tilt deck trailer, that's a breeze. You can do it one person. You're not in and out of the car a bunch of times. You don't have to worry about, am I hitting the ramps? Am I not? Do I have my ramps in the right spot? You just drive up to it and go. And it's super easy. I'm ready to throw chains on this or straps, and we're ready to hit the road. As to where, with the normal car hauler with the ramps the way they are, you do have to make sure you got your ramps in the right spot. And you got to do it one time. And if you're always loading the same car, you're probably going to be set and you're going to know what you need. But really, it comes down to your individual use case. If you're not going to be using it too much, and it is just just your once a month, once or twice a year, maybe you're better off to save the money and go with the steel trailer. But I know for my money, if I'm looking for a premium trailer and I'm wanting the King, I'm looking at the Legend. I think this is a great trailer, and your car is going to look great being drug around on this thing. It just looks beautiful. So, hope you guys enjoyed the This or That series. What other trailers should we compare? What are you looking for? And until next time, we'll see you guys later.